Hi everybody, welcome back to Bearded Reef. My name's Ross. In today's video we're going to attempt to do my first ever coral frag. Never done fragging before, so it's a big one for me, and we're going to make a start on the Zoa garden, take a look at how we plan to do that. So stay tuned and we'll show you that. Yes, welcome back everybody. If you haven't already, if you could consider subscribing to the channel, that would mean a lot. Today we're going to do some fragging. I've never fragged before, so this is the very first time I'm going to try it. I have watched some videos. I know that Reef done a tutorial after speaking to him on one of our live streams. We've done that, so I watched his tutorial, and I've watched Mogsy doing his one. A couple of other guys, you know, Bahama Llama Coral, a couple of guys. I've watched their videos. I think I've got everything that I need. I'm going to give it a go and see. So I'm just going to pick an easy coral to start with and do that. I'm also going to take a look at the Zoa garden. We'll make a start on try to get things going with that. Slight rearrangement with the rockwork and so on. And what else will we do? Yeah, I'll show you a kind of overview of the tank. It was mentioned in one of the comments last time that people wanted to see the tank in the video, so I'll give you that overview at the same time. I'm not going to blabber on because the video is going to end up being quite long as it is, so we'll roll into this video now, and yeah, here's my first go at fragging. Okay, so what we have here is the frag plug that the radioactive dragon eyes were on. I think the crab or something's knocked them off, so basically the glues came off, the actual bit of rock, and the frags fell off. So what I've decided to do is just break this bit of rock off the frag plug here. I just wanted to try and get that off the frag plug. Gives me a couple of wee bits of small rock that I can attach some frags to. Like I say, this is kind of first part of the job, so get this frag cleaned up, get frag plug should I say, sorry. Got all these bits of rock off it, and it's more just so that I've got small pieces of rock to attach coral to in the future. I'm not actually planning on reusing this frag plug. I'm going to use this one at the side here. So this is the one that I'm going to use. But yeah, that's basically why I was taking the rock off that one anyway. So a little bit of frag that's in there you can see is the one that I'm going to be attaching. It was sitting just on the right there. But anyway, so I'm going to lift out the Fire and Ice Zoas. This is the one that I'm going to be fragging today. So I don't know quite how well you can see, I'll just see in a minute if I can show you. There is kind of one polyp sticking off the side, so with this being the very first time I've done it, I've decided to try and take that polyp off. Like I say, I know a lot of people that will have done this already will be maybe bored of seeing this, or you know, seen it already and decided that, you know, they know how to do it. But this is just, I wanted to put it up. This is the first time I've done it, so I'm going to show you guys anyway how I do it. If I've done something wrong, let me know. Like I say, it is my first time, so we'll see how we get on with this anyway. So first things first, you want to make sure that you've got gloves on and glasses. Now the Zoas contain palytoxin, which they can squirt out. I did read the other day that somebody actually went blind from this when they were fragging. One of the Zoas squirted into the guy's eyes, ended up being blind, so you really need to be careful with these. I'm just putting on the rubber gloves. Again, don't want any palytoxin on your hand if you have any cuts or anything, and make sure you put glasses on. Now you're probably better putting goggles on, to be fair. I just put these DD glasses that I had on, maybe not the best idea. If you've got goggles, you're probably better putting them on anyway. So just move this wee bit of algae out of the way first. That's it there. So yeah, as you can maybe see or not see, apologies, the camera angle's not perfect there, but there is a little polyp sitting off the side there. So what I'm going to do is just take the razor blade. From what I've seen, you just want to make a kind of clean slice through the polyp, not a kind of sawing motion, just a clean slice. So that is the polyp removed from there. I was quite surprised how easy that was. Didn't really think it would have came off quite as easy as it did, but it did. So yeah, quite a good result. Sorry, I'm just looking here to see if there's any other ones that I can kind of get off easily, but there's not just now. So yeah, we'll stick to just this one polyp. Like I say, I know it's quite a easy beginner's thing, but we'll go with that anyway and see how we get on. Okay, so I'm just going to sit this colony of the fire and ice back in here just now. We'll leave it in there just for the time being until we get everything sorted out. So yeah, I don't know if you can see here, but what I'm going to do is take this new frag plug, just give it a slight dry off a wee bit, and I'm using the Gorilla Glue gel for this. Now it's the green top bottle, that's the gel one. You want to make sure you've got the gel, it's a bit better than the liquid just runs all over the place. So all I'm doing is taking the gel and I'm going to put a tiny amount on the frag plug itself, right in the middle. Again, apologies for the camera angle not being great, but we'll sort that out for next time. But yeah, I'll put a wee drop of the Gorilla Glue gel right in the middle there. Then I take the actual Zoa itself out. Now I was quite fortunate this Zoa was actually on a tiny wee bit of rock, so there is a tiny minute bit of rock on the bottom of this, and I'm just going to stick that bit of rock to the frag plug. Again, very gently, make sure you don't get glue on the actual polyp itself. And yeah, that's basically as easy as it is. Put it under the water to get the glue to set, and there we go. So I know I said it was very basic, and as you'll see from that, this is very basic. So that's how I went about fragging the fire and ice Zoas. That's obviously the colony, and now I've got a single one as well. So kind of job done on that one. That was my goal with this, was to frag them and just see if I could do it, mainly more than anything, which I think I have done. So yeah, we'll just check this over, make sure there is no issues with the existing colony, and we'll put it back in the tank. Okay, so I was going to put this back in the tank like I've literally just said there, but I think I've changed my mind now. So what I'm going to try and do is get this bit of rock off the frag plug. So I'm just going to take this screwdriver and try and pop it out. Hopefully it comes off in one piece and doesn't do any damage, but we'll try it and see. If I can get this off of here, it's going to look a lot neater inside the tank. It means I can get rid of the frag plug holder and make it look better. It is a bit well stuck on, shall we say, but we'll try and lever it off with a screwdriver. Hopefully I can get this off. Okay, so I think I'm going to try a different angle here, and like I said, it's like little bits of live rock that's stuck to another bit of rock, so I'm going to try and just like lever the whole thing off, and hopefully it comes here. As you can see, it's kind of a bit loose anyway, so I'm not quite sure. It's like a really thin layer of live rock that the guys use for that. There we go. So yeah, that's that off, and it's actually quite good because it's almost like a kind of small semicircle shape. So just get this little bit of algae off. Yeah, which means that I can pretty much stick that straight into the rock in the tank, and hopefully it'll look a bit more natural than being on a big lump of a frag plug. So try it and see. I think that's just a big bit of glue that the guys used for that. So yeah, anyway, we'll try this, and fingers crossed anyway, it's going to look good. That's the plan, but we'll see how we get on. Okay, so I've got these flag plug holders which I showed you from Reef Geeks the last time, but I'm going to take that one out anyway for just now. I've got a bit of rock that's sitting kind of in the back of the tank that has obviously matured with the rest of the rock, so I want to bring that to the front and kind of have that as a small Zoa garden as well as the main Zoa garden part of this. So I'll lift that bit out, see how it looks, see how it fits in that space at the front. Hopefully it's going to be okay, and if so, then we'll go with that, and that will be part of the Zoa garden. I just think it'll look more natural than, you know, having the Reef Geeks plugs. Nothing wrong with the Reef Geeks frag plug holders, but I'd just like to make this as natural as I possibly can. So that's the aim anyway. We'll try this, see if we can make it look good. Hopefully we can. So I just want to give this a quick kind of, not a scrub as such, but try and get all the algae off it that I can. Like I say, I'm just coming out the ugly stage of the tank, so if I can get some of the algae off this, then hopefully be a bit better. And yeah, we'll try and line up this Zoa here, colony as well, should I say, and see how it looks. Not quite sure what way I want this to sit in the tank though. That's probably the next thing I'm going to have to figure out. So we'll stick this in and we'll see what looks best. So I'm not sure if I want it that way or if we should have it, nah, not that way. Yeah, could maybe do it that way. I think that's probably the one. Yeah, that looks not bad there. Might be a bit better. Yeah, I've just tried to play about and figure out a way for this to actually go in. If I can get a way that I like, then we'll go with that. Okay, so I'll bring this bit of rock into here. Bad thing about wearing gloves is the water runs into your hands, so just dry myself off a little bit and we'll see what we can figure out. So right, let's see what we can do here. I will need to dry this rock off just a little bit first, so that I can actually get the glue attached to it. Now the glue probably will attach under the water, I've seen people doing that before, but I'm just going to put a small kind of dab on this little point here. Again, the Gorilla Glue gel, so shout out to Reef King, actually, it was him that had mentioned the Gorilla Glue gel to me in the first place. I'd seen that and I thought I'll give that a go and see how it looks. So what I'm going to do is put a little bit up the back here first, and I'm going to actually attach the small radioactive dragon eyes to this side of the colony. What I want to do is the radioactive dragon eyes to kind of merge towards the middle, fire and ice source to merge towards the middle, and they'll kind of meet and have half and half. So have the kind of red blue of the fire and ice, and then the green blue of the radioactive dragon eyes, which I think will look really nice, quite a good contrast against each other. So I've just kind of sat that there on the bit of glue, dipped it back in the water again to set it, and we'll see how that looks when it goes in the tank. If I don't like it, tough, it's glued in now, so I'll just need to hope that I do like it. But yeah, the glue seems to have held quite well with that anyway, so that's it on that side of the rock, which means that it's got quite a lot of space to grow over towards the other side anyway. This bit here I think I want to put on this kind of point here and let it grow back in again, so hopefully that'll go quite well, to be honest. I think it'll be quite nice once it's done. Both kind of bright contrasting colours, so it should look really good. I say should. We'll wait and see how it turns out. But yeah, so I've just dipped that back in there to keep the radioactive dragon eyes ones wet, and I'll put some of the Gorilla Glue gel on this point here, where I'm going to stick the fire and ice colony down to. So you don't need loads, just enough to hold it on, and again obviously make sure you don't get any on the polyps themselves, but I'm just going to sit that on there, and yeah, hopefully that'll stay and hold enough. I don't want to press down on any of the actual polyps themselves, and squeeze them, so just try to be gentle with that one. So that's hopefully going to be my my colony. I think it'll look quite good. I might add another colour to it, I'm not quite sure. If you have any comments on if you think I should add anything to that, then let me know, just put it in the description and I'll get that. If I think it'll look alright as it is, then I might just leave it as it is. I think there's a little bit of space kind of to have 3 different colours on it, so I'll maybe have a look into that. I'm just touching up this bit here with some more glue. It was a bit that was slightly raised, so I just want to make sure that it's held well. But yeah, that's my that's the bit of rock for the zoo garden, so I'll get this back in and we'll get it positioned, see how that looks. Yeah, it's not too bad. So what I want is for obviously the kind of 2 halves to meet in the middle and kind of cover it, so yeah, I might just leave it with the 2 actually. I don't think it'll look that bad, but that's really where we're going with that one. And then this is the fire and ice one that I've fragged earlier. I'm just going to stick that in a little frag plug and stick it in the glass just now, till I decide really where I want that. I'm hopeful that that'll just grow across the plug kind of flat, which will be a bit nicer than some of the strange rock work, but if I can get that across there flat, then that'll be quite good. So yeah, long and short, that's really what I've been doing to frag the zoas actually. I know that massive beginner compared to a lot of you guys that are out fragging loads, but I just wanted to try it, see if I could do it, and see how it works. So yeah, not as daunting as I thought it would be to start with, to be honest with you, so I'm pretty pleased with that, to be fair. So it was mentioned by one of the comments in the last video that somebody would like to see just a kind of overall shot of the tank, so I've added in just this little clip here to show you guys. So as you can see, this is the kind of start of the Zoa garden down here now that's opened up. Now this is maybe about a week after, I think, and you can see that it's opened up there quite well with the fire and ice and the radioactive dragon eyes at the back. So still got quite a bit of algae there, as you can see. Hopefully that'll clear up soon. It's a new mushroom. If I go around this side, it's quite hard to show you actually, but that's the polyp there that I fragged. Yeah, it's looking pretty good, to be fair. So yeah, that's kind of overview. If I can get this to focus, the Wango Tango's there. I know you guys love that name, so yeah, things are actually looking pretty good in the tank, to be honest with you. Lava lamp mushrooms round there, orange oxides and the fake lime chilies at the back there. Clownfish are looking really healthy. Fingers crossed that continues. I've had enough hassle with them, so hopefully that goes on. Duncan's looking really good. Don't know if you're able to see, there's some new heads coming at the bottom there. I think there's 5 new heads in total. There's 2 on this side and 3 on the other side, so it's coming on well. The conch is on the hunt, doing a really good job of cleaning up the sand. It's the new recordias there. There's 3 heads in that, or actually 4. There's 2 kind of at the back. Some more zoas on there. So yeah, that's a kind of a general overview of the tank, how it's looking just now. I'm really pleased with that. Again, this is kind of under white lights here, so yeah, pretty happy with that. I think it's looking good. Hopefully it should grow out quite well. I'm going to move these zoas that's on the sand up onto the rockwork. Same with these ones at the back onto the rockwork. So this will be my main kind of zoa island up here, zoa garden. Then not sure what I'm going to do in the top yet. If you have any suggestions, let me know. And this side I'm not entirely sure. Now I do think I'm going to move the Duncan onto the rockwork. Again, not sure on placement, so that's something I still have to decide. But yeah, it gives you a kind of overview of where I'm at with the corals just now. So really happy with that. I think it's worked out pretty well. So there we have it. Like I said, my first go. I wasn't going to do anything drastic, so decided to frag that fire and ice zoa. Made a start in the zoa garden, as you'll have seen, just by moving things about, and a quick overview of the tank. So yeah, a couple of things. If you have any suggestions for anything that I could put on the higher up sections of rockwork now, I don't know if I'm ready to go down the SPS route yet. I don't have any dosing system set up or anything, so I don't really think that's probably going to be the best bet just now. If you do have any suggestions, please put them down below and let me know. I'm not quite sure where to go with the top section. I did at one point think of just doing every bit of rock covered in zoas, but I think that'll end up being a bit too much. So I want to try and keep the zoa garden area that I showed you to the zoa garden, and then fill the rest with something else. So I'm not entirely sure yet, but if you guys have any suggestions, let me know. Yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Don't forget, if you haven't, then please join us on Friday nights on the live streams. It's been really good actually. I've really enjoyed that. So every Friday night we have a Reefers live stream where we just have a drink and talk reef and stuff. We've had cracking corals on it already. A lot of big names in the chat, and yeah, it's just been really good. So like I said, if you check out our Instagram feeds, you'll see whose channel it's on. We do swap channels every Friday between myself, Paul from Fish Palace, Steve from Moggs' Aquarium, and if Jay from Jay's Real Reef decides to take a big step, then it might be on his channel as well, but as it stands he's kind of backed out a wee bit, so we'll see if he can pluck up the courage to do it. I think he will. So yeah, that's pretty much the end of the video for me, folks. Thanks very much for watching again. Like I said at the start, if you could consider subscribing, it would mean a lot. I know a lot of people that watch the video aren't subscribed, so if you could subscribe, that would be brilliant. I would really appreciate that. Don't forget to leave comments in the description below if you've anything that I've done wrong, anything you would do differently, or any ideas for the upper section of the rockwork. And like I said, I've got the Instagram page, which is bearded.reef. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video, folks. Thanks very much for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Hope you're all staying safe. Hope you're all staying safe out there. Easy for me to say. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Take care, folks. Bye bye.